Hello, wonderful person. You have now entered the Fact Factory. Special shout out to the subscribers and returners. And a warm welcome to all new viewers. This is 20 facts that sound like lies. Now, let's get started. Snails have been known to sleep up to 3 years if the weather isn't moist enough to meet their needs. It has been reported that depending on geography, snails can shift into hibernation, which occurs in the winter, or estivation, also known as summer sleep, helping to escape warm climates. A newborn panda cub weighs just 110 grams, or 0.24 pounds. That is smaller than a mouse. A cub is just 1/900th the size of its mother, one of the smallest newborn mammals relative to its mother's size. Horses and cows can sleep standing up, but they can only dream when lying down. Question: which animal has fingerprints almost indistinguishable from humans? If you guessed koala, then you are correct. Koala fingerprints are almost indistinguishable from humans, so much so, they can taint a crime scene. The duck platypus has no stomach. These platypus have a gullet, or the passage that food normally uses to go from the mouth to the stomach, that connects directly to its intestines. No stomach needed to digest food. Your funny bone is actually a nerve. The name funny bone comes from the humerus bone, which connects the shoulder to the elbow. However, that's not the source of the tingling sensation you feel when you bump your elbow just right. It's actually the result of the humerus bone coming into contact with the ulnar nerve, which is responsible for telling the brain about feelings in the ring and pinky fingers. Research shows that all blue-eyed people may be related. After studying the DNA of blue-eyed individuals from Scandinavia, Turkey, Jordan, and India, Danish researchers found that they all had identical gene sequences for eye color. They believe this trait comes from a single individual, called the founder, whose genes mutated between 6,000 and 10,000 years ago. Before that, everyone had varying shades of brown eyes. Driving can be a fun and liberating activity until you get stuck at a red light. The National Association of City Transportation Officials says that the average time spent waiting at a red light is 75 seconds, accounting for approximately 20% of all driving time. This means the average person will spend 6 months of their life waiting for red lights to turn green. That's a whole lot of time doing nothing. Over 25 years ago, a cargo ship traveling from Hong Kong to the United States accidentally lost a shipping crate in the Pacific Ocean. Nearly 30,000 rubber ducks were lost at sea and are still being discovered today. As rubber ducks continue to pop up on shores from Australia to Alaska, they've enlightened our understanding of ocean currents. Some have made it all the way to the Atlantic Ocean, while others have been found frozen in Arctic ice. The inventor of the frisbee was turned into a frisbee after he died. Steady Ed Hedrick invented the frisbee in the 1950s, then went on to create the sport of disc golf in the 1970s. When he died in 2002, his final wish was to have his ashes turned into, what else? A frisbee. His son said it was his father's dream that they play with him after death, and that he might even accidentally end up on someone's roof. If our content is enjoyable, please reward us with a like, share, and subscribe. We are also located on TikTok and IG. To become a supporter of the channel, visit patreon.com/thefactfactory. Anything helps and everything is much appreciated. Now, let's continue. Did you know there's a bridge exclusively for squirrels? To provide safe passage to squirrels attempting to cross the N44 motorway, Netherlands officials built a rodent-only bridge. While it may have been a kind-hearted gesture, it might not have been the most economically sensible one. Costing £120,000, over a 2-year span the bridge was used by only just 5 squirrels. Considering a rooster's call can reach 140 decibels or louder, it might leave one to wonder how the rooster itself keeps from going deaf when that noise is coming right out of its beak. It turns out, the farm bird is built-in earplugs. Researchers found that when a rooster opens its beak to crow, its external auditory canals close off, preventing sound from coming in and doing any damage. Instead of saying cheese before taking a picture, the Victorian said prunes. We say cheese because the word leaves us with a big smile on our faces, but if Victorian-era folk were to see our gleeful expressions, they'd laugh. Once upon a time, smiling in photos was considered undignified and reserved for the poor and the drunk. To retain a more serious look in their photos, they would say prunes. What if I told you we already have had contact from aliens? In 1977, a volunteer for the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence received a 72-second-long signal from a distant star system over 120 light-years from Earth. Because it was loud and sent from a place that had yet to be visited by mankind, the guy who received it wrote "wow" next to the original printout of the signal. Today it continues to be known as the "wow signal." The world's safest place could be the Netherlands. The Netherlands has enjoyed a steady drop in crime since 2004 and has become so safe that it's closed down one jail after another. 23 prisons shut their doors since 2014. To help mitigate the job losses that this has created, the country has taken to importing prisoners from other countries, bringing 242 inmates from Norway in 2015. The world's largest pyramid isn't in Egypt. The Great Pyramid of Cholula, located in Cholula, Puebla, Mexico, is the largest pyramid in the world, and with a base 4 times the size of the Great Pyramid of Giza. It also happens to be the largest monument ever constructed. Part of the reason it's not better known is that it's partially buried under a mountain. About 75% of the energy used for a load of laundry comes from warming the water. When using modern detergent, clothes will be equally clean whether warm or cold water is used. There is only one major difference. Warm water uses much more energy. America isn't the only country who celebrates Independence Day. There are tons of countries who celebrate their independence from the UK. The British Empire grew ridiculously large before scaling back down. Some 62 countries eventually declared their independence from the empire, 48 of which celebrate an Independence Day from the United Kingdom. Who is the most successful predator in the animal kingdom? The apex predator with the highest kill rate is not the lion, the cheetah, or the wolf, it's the African wild dog. According to researchers, these lean, big-eared canines are noted for having a kill rate of 85%, while peregrine falcons get 47% of their targets, and lions only getting just 17 to 19%. Roy Cleveland Sullivan is a park ranger at the Shenandoah National Park in Virginia. Between 1942 and 1977, he was struck by lightning on 7 different occasions, earning him an entry in the Guinness Book of World Records and the nickname Human Lightning Rod. He survived all of them and lived to the age of 71. That's all for this one. Thanks for watching. For more, check out our latest video on animals hunted to extinction or binge watch our playlist, 20 Facts That Sound Like Lies. Don't forget to check us out on our social medias. And as always, I'm already looking forward to seeing you again in the next one.